Good morning, children. Sairam, welcome to this session. Today we are going to see the last part of the lesson, traveling with Grandfather Zoo. We have already started with the lesson before unit test, and 3 parts I have finished. Now let us end the lesson by reading this part. Okay. Now before going to the lesson, let me revise with the part we have already finished. By looking at this picture itself, we can make a. So we were learning about the story. In this story, we are going to see the characters are grandmother, grandfather, and the narrator. Where were they going? They were going to Lucknow from Dehra. In which express? In Lucknow Express. And they had carried their pets with them, which was grandmother's pet, Popeye. See, it is sitting on her grandmother's shoulder. And grandfather's pet was Timothy the tiger, and the narrator's pet was Squirrel the Chips. Okay, and they had left the python home. They did not carry the python as they were going to stay for a few months in Lucknow. And grandfather had already booked a first class compartment, and which had 4 berths, and one berth was booked for Timothy. Okay, and even in the train journey, this Popeye was making mischief. It was just poking at the vendors' hands and all those. And even the Chips made friendship with all the passengers in the compartment, and it had filled its stomach by eating peanuts. Okay, now they were as they were traveling, grandmother was so tired, and she did not have anything after that because she was not hungry. Because she had had soup before leaving, so she told she was so sleepy. She was so tired, so she went to sleep. And grandmother had bought dinner for them, to eat. What did she bring? She had carried ham sandwiches, 6 boiled eggs, one roast chicken, gooseberry pies, as well as some apples. They had carried in the tiffin basket they had kept under the berth. After some time, when the narrator was hungry, he he opened the tiffin basket, and what did they find? They found the python, their pet animal, which was python, that was inside the tiffin basket. But our grandmother had already insisted them not to carry the python with them because Aunt Mabel was frightened of reptiles. She was not happy because they are going to share the flat with Aunt Mabel. Aunt Mabel was a school teacher, and she was in Lucknow, and she was very frightened of snakes. So they did not carry. But why? How did it come into the tiffin basket? Because the grandfather had loosely let it outside. It managed to enter into the tiffin basket, and it had eaten all the food which they had carried, and only the shapes of the eggs and roasted chicken they could see because it had swallowed their dinner. Okay, and even during the journey, the Popeye was making mischief. Okay, it had poked the vendor's hands, and so many mischief it was doing. Even the Chips was moving here and there in the compartment, making friendship with all the passengers, and they had given and it had filled its stomach by eating peanuts. Okay, because it was fond of peanuts. And after some time, grandmother was so tired she went to sleep without eating because she had already had soup. And after the narrator was feeling sleepy. Okay, so what did they do? They tried to open the tiffin basket, and there was a python, so they closed it and they kept it under the berth, and they went to sleep. After some time, they could hear a great clamor on the end of the compartment, and suddenly, what did they shout? They were shouting, people were shouting, snake, snake. So grandfather all woke up. Timothy, even the narrator, woke up, and grandfather opened the tiffin basket, and what did he find? He did not find the python. Where did it go? It went into the washroom to drink water. It was inside the wash basin, and grandfather, he went into the crowd. He went to the washroom. He took the python back, and he came into the compartment and closed the door. Okay, and as the early morning, the train reached Lucknow. So what did grandfather do when they reached? So he left all the passengers first, and they came at the end. And who was waiting for them? Aunt Mabel. Aunt Mabel was a school teacher. She was going to share their flat with them. So she was waiting to receive them, and she was so happy seeing them because she was so fond of food, and they had carried a big tiffin basket, and she grabbed the tiffin basket because she wanted to taste grandmother's recipes. She liked grandmother's recipes. Now let us continue the lesson. Before that, let us see some hard words. Okay. Enormous means very large in size. Tumbled, having fallen. Quivering, trembling or shaking with a slight rapid motion. Okay. Hamper, a basket with a lid. Maniacal, crazy. Hysterical, unable to control behavior. So when you come across these words, you will understand better. Okay. A whole chicken, I said. We hardly ate anything, said grandfather. It's all yours, auntie, and added. Oh, good, exclaimed Aunt Mabel. It's been ages since I tasted something cooked by your grandmother. And after that, there was no getting the basket away from her. So, Aunt Mabel was asking, what did you all eat? Then who said the whole chicken? Simply they were joking because after grandfather they did not eat anything because the python had eaten all their dinner. They did not eat anything, and grandfather was telling we hardly ate anything. We did not eat anything. Then she saw the tiffin basket and she took it in her hand. She is telling it has been ages since I tasted because she used to love grandmother's recipes and she wanted to taste grandmother's cooking. So she grabbed the basket from their hand. Okay. Now glancing at it, I thought I saw the lid bulging, but grandfather had tied it down quite firmly this time, and there was little likelihood of it suddenly bursting open. An enormous 1950 Chevrolet taxi was waiting outside the station, and the family tumbled into it. Timothy got onto the back seat, leaving enough room for grandfather and me. Aunt Mabel sat in front with grandmother, the tiffin basket on her lap. Okay. After some time, what did they see? They could see the tiffin basket in that. It was little. The lid was bulging because who was inside? The python. But grandfather this time had tied it very tightly, and it could not come out. And a taxi was waiting for them. Chevrolet taxi was waiting, and for the whole family to enter inside that. Who got into the back seat? Timothy, and it gives it gave it enough room. That means it gives a space for grandfather and the narrator, the back seat. And who sat in the front? Aunt Mabel and grandmother. And Aunt Mabel was having a tiffin basket on her lap. Okay. Tell the taxi driver where to take us, dear, said grandmother. He is looking rather nervous. Aunt Mabel gave instructions to the driver, and the taxi shot off in a cloud of dust. Well, here we go, said grandfather. I am looking forward to settling into the new house. Popeye, perched proudly on grandmother's shoulder, kept one suspicious eye on the quivering tiffin basket. All aboard, he squawked. All aboard. Okay. So grandmother's telling, tell the taxi driver where to go. So he is looking rather nervous. Why was he nervous? Because they had all pet animals with them, and they included even the tiger. So he was little nervous. Aunt Mabel gave instruction to the taxi driver where to go, and they went. And grandfather was telling he was waiting to move into the new house. And what did the Popeye say? all aboard, or he was screaming. Okay, all squeaking. That means all aboard, all are inside, but his eye, suspicious eye, was on the curing tiffin basket. Tiffin, because the python was there. The Popeye was aware of it. Okay. When we got into a new house, we found a light breakfast waiting for us on the dining table. It isn't much, said Aunt Mabel, but we'll supplement it with the contents of your hamper. And placing the basket on the table, she removed the lid. Okay, what happened? The python was half asleep with the apple in its mouth. Aunt Abel was no aid to be tempted. She fainted away. Okay, so when they got into the new house, what happened? They found a light breakfast was waiting for them on the dining table. So Aunt Mabel said it was not much. It is they will add on to the supplement, whatever they had bought in the tiffin basket. They will add on to that so that they can fill their stomach. So what did she do? She removed the lid of that basket. When she removed, what did she find? She found the python was half asleep. She saw the python which was half asleep, and she fainted because she was so frightened of seeing the python with the apple in its mouth. And she was so shocked and she fainted away. You can see. Grandfather promptly picked up the python, took it into the garden and draped it over the branch of a guava tree. Aunt Mabel, when Aunt Mabel recovered, she insisted there was a huge snake in the tiffin basket. We showed her the empty basket. You are seeing things, said grandfather. What did grandfather do? Grandfather promptly picked up the python, and what did he do? He draped the python on the guava tree. Okay, he took the python and he draped it in the under the guava tree. When Aunt Mabel recovered, she found that she asked that where was the tiffin. She wanted to see the tiffin basket, and what it was there. Was it there inside? It was not there. It was left under the guava tree. So they were telling you were seeing things. Simply you are imagining things. Okay, so you can see there how Aunt Mabel had fainted and how grandfather had taken the python and draped it under the guava tree. Okay, you can see Aunt Mabel how she has fainted and fallen by seeing the python. It must be the heat, I said. Grandmother said nothing, but Popeye broke into the shrieks of maniacal laughter, and soon everyone, including a slightly hysterical Aunt Mabel, was doubled up with laughter. So they were telling it might be just because of the heat. You are imagining things that Aunt Mabel was imagining of something else, but nothing was there in the tiffin basket. And where did they leave? They leave the python in the tree. Okay. So Popeye, after that, Popeye started laughing, maniacal laughter, and so very soon all started. When the hysterical means they could not control their laughter, all started laughing. Even Aunt Mabel was laughing so much, but she did not realize that python was inside, and she really saw the python. She was also laughing. Okay, children, this is the story. Hope you all understood the story. It was a very nice story, and it was about the pet animals of grandfather, grandmother, and the narrator, how it was. And this story might be you're interested, and we can mark the hard words. Okay, go through the story. In the next part, I will revise the summary and give you a comprehension. Okay, hope you all understood. Now see you in the next session, children. Thank you.